What is up, my ninjas? Dart Frog Ninja here for the weekly Biopod episode. Before we start getting into growth, let me just update you guys on a little bit what's happening. Yes, my frogs are not here. They're still in their old enclosure. I'm waiting on the new PCB, the motherboard basically. I did solve the heat substrate cable issue. I do have correct temperature coming on my ground temperature now. Everything is fine with that. Just waiting on a new PCB so I can get my aeration and everything else going. We did find out when I did take it apart via Biopod instruction that the motherboard that I have, it did fry the circuit out for it because it must have gotten wet when the aeration pump when it flooded. So I'm just waiting on that. They're overnighting it, so I don't know if FedEx delivers on the weekend, so I could either have it tomorrow and have it fixed tomorrow, or I can have it probably either Monday or Tuesday, have it fixed, and then my frogs will be in here, and you guys will get a proper viewing of my frogs in here. And then next week I am also going to have my first discussion video. The topic I'm going to go with is going to be leaf litter and moss. Which one is better? Which one is worse? Can you use one? Can you use the other? Can you use them both? I'm going to discuss it. We're going to talk about the various options, and I'm going to give you my opinion. So that's going to be next week. So look forward to it, guys. And before I get started, let me give a great, big, awesome shout-out to a few people at Biopod who've been amazing. Let me give a shout-out to Sandy, to Hannah, to Karen, to Sharjeel, and a huge shout out to co-creator Tom. You guys have been amazing. I don't know if any of you guys watch my videos. I think you guys do. But thank you so much for helping me out, getting things started, being patient, and giving me personal calls and getting to talk to you all and everything, and walking me through how to fix everything. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. All right, let's get started. As you can see, Korean rock fern, this guy. Ridiculous growth. I'm gonna probably clip this frond right here because it's blocking a lot of that out. As you can see, the back wall, which is going pretty cool back here, it's blocking this out. So I'm probably gonna clip the frond out because it's just kind of in the way and it's shading out, and I don't want it to do that. So that's gonna be probably my first thing I'm gonna do later this week before I put my frogs in. So that's doing awesome. It's doing great. We got the dragon tail fern down here. This guy's rocking out. It's getting bushier. It's growing more. It's adjusted to where it's at. It likes where it's at. It's getting bigger. It's just doing great. We got the sheet moss. Again, looking awesome. It's growing up the side of the log. It's doing great. And it's also, there's some of the moss spores I put on the log. That's still growing and doing its thing. So we have all that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Pillow moss, still soft, still luxurious, looking good. It is looking excellent. It is shooting up new. Let me see if I can zoom in on these guys right here. As you can see, it's shooting up the new spore head, so it's trying to produce more, and it's trying to grow out, which it actually is, because it did. If you can see that, let me zoom out a little bit here. All right. There we go. Autofocus on that guy, if you can see that. We got some pillow moss growing there. Pretty cool. I did find out that this guy, oops, let's zoom out. Sorry, again, still working with this new camera. This guy right here, that is actually sphagnum moss. So I have three types of moss growing. We have sheet moss, this light green spiky stuff, that's sphagnum moss, and pillow moss. So that's pretty cool. Monkey pod's still doing well. There's a little less Springtails, sorry, in here. I filled it up recently, but they're doing well. The Japanese crested bird's nest fern, again, is doing really well. I think it's liking it. It's adjusted, so that's good. Bromeliad, wild tiger, Nila regalia here. This guy's doing well. Maintaining its color. It's adapting to its light source, so hasn't gotten really any bigger, but it's gotten brighter, so that's nice. Back wall, let's get to the back wall. As you can see, creeping fig, Ficus pumila, and the oak leaf are taking over the back wall, and that's what I wanted. It's going nuts. It's wrapping around. It's going down to the base. It even wrapped around by the bromeliad over here, if you can see that. Let me zoom in. Yep. This guy right here, Ficus plumelia, growing right there. It's going up along the top, and that's what we have. We have the Peperomia rubella doing well. It's shooting up top. I haven't really done much with it. It's shooting all over the place, growing all over the back wall, so it's doing well. The moss and stuff in the back itself doing excellent. It's getting green. We're looking good. All kinds of greenness in here, if you can see that. Look at that new sphagnum moss growth right there. Let's see. You can lock in on that. Yeah, there we go. And that big old chunk back there. Look at you. Growing, just growing. So remember guys, this was dried sphagnum moss I packed into the back wall here, and it's growing because it's getting the proper lighting, the proper humidity, and the proper water. The back wall does have the irrigation feature, so it does get fed water through here, so that's why it looks wet. Once every hour for about a minute it comes on, and it waters everything, and it keeps everything nice and moist. Leaf litter, everything's looking good. Let's see what we got when I flip over some of this stuff. See if we can find anything neat. Oh wow, I don't know if you guys saw that. Yep, Isopod City. It's pretty crazy when the lights go out. I always check with my flashlight before I go to bed, and the isopods are everywhere. They're all over the tank. They're munching on decaying stuff, some of the sphagnum moss. They get really big, and I'm going to show you guys my culture now, so hopefully we get to see a bunch. But that's it for the Biopod update. Hopefully next week frogs will be in. Let's take a look-see down here. I'm going to move these leaves, guys, and we're going to see if I've got any. Whoa, yeah. Look at, if you can see, as they scatter, this magnolia leaf was a full leaf. Alright, they stripped it. So that's cool. They can continue eating that. I do feed them, oh wow, more. I do feed them bug burger. That's what this little piece of orange is right here. This is some of the bug burger from last week. That's some of the bug burger. I'm going to feed them actually today. Oh, and special treat for you guys, if you guys are into isopods. This one is actually molting. If you can see that white shell, that means it is growing to its full adulthood size. These guys are large gray isopods, so they are rather large. They get rather big. Frogs should not be able to eat them, so that's good. We'll see. They try to eat everything. So that's that. I have these open because I'm airing them out. It's good to let them get some fresh air at least once a week for anywhere from about 10 minutes to half an hour. Same thing with the Springtails. These guys, I'm solving my mite issues. I'm getting rid of them weekly, and the Springtails have taken back over. It doesn't look like there's anything in here right now because this has been open. And when I open this tub, usually they scatter and they bury themselves in the charcoal. But I don't know if you guys can see any of that. But yeah, that's mold, and that's what you want to see in here. I feed them brewer's yeast. They do well off of that. And then, like I said, the mold, they eat that mold. That molds up, and that's what they grow and breed off of. So there's that. So there you have it. There's my update for the week. Let's finish off on, see if I can get you a little clear shot of that. Gorgeous female. Look at her. She's about 5 years old. Look at how beautiful she is. I just fed them crickets, and I can't wait to get them to the Biopod. I just got some phoenix worms in. Unfortunately, they don't look good, so I'm hoping that the vendor is. I sent them an email with pictures. Hopefully, they'll send me some new ones. If not, I'm not going to be happy about that. So, but they've sent me new ones in the past when they don't look good, and I don't see why they would do that. Wouldn't do that this time around. But I'm going to feed them. There'll be feeding videos as well probably next week. I'll get you some feeding videos from the phoenix worms. But that's it. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. This is Dart Frog Ninja, guys. Make sure you tune in next week. A lot of special cool videos coming down the pipe. I got myself a nice video editing program, so the videos are going to look professional-ish. I say. We'll see. I'm going to play with it. Maybe this video might have an opening and an ending. I don't know. I'm going to play with it here in a minute, and when it's posted up, maybe if you see an opening and ending, I tack something on just to see what, just to test it. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I have, I think, 70 subscribers now. Thank you all so much. Hopefully you're having fun, you're learning like some things, and you're just enjoying what I'm putting out. The channel is going to get better, so I can't wait. Alright guys, Dart Frog Ninja, signing off, saying frog on.